Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to bring you a video on how you can get this new credit card from GM via Goldman and Sachs, and you can qualify with a soft pull approval. Now, if you like this kind of information and this kind of content, consider subscribing to my channel. I bring you information to help you no matter where you are in your credit journey. And with this type of information with pre-qualifications, it helps you to minimize hard inquiries that you can accumulate on your credit report. I had a client that got a 740 credit score and he couldn't get any approvals because he had 11 hard inquiries. If you have too many hard inquiries, it can hinder you from being approved for credit. I do have a hard inquiry removal package for absolutely free at my website. The links will be in the description in this video in the pinned comment section. Now, with this card from GM, with the Goldman and Sachs being the bank that's approving, this credit card is just like the Apple Card. They actually let you know what credit line you're being approved for. And if you've been following my content, you already know adding unsecured lines of credit, and that's revolving credit cards, to your credit profile. And if your score is under a 700 credit score, you can see an increase in your credit on average of 50 points. So what you want to do is look for unsecured lines of credit by using soft pull pre-approvals. Now, the way pre-approvals work, it just lets you know if you fit in the credit profile that this company or any other company is looking to do business with you, if they want to do business with you. But it does not guarantee you that credit card, even if you get pre-approved. Once you pull that trigger for that application on that card, you could still be denied, or you are majority of the times it's going to create a hard inquiry. Now, there is a trick with this card that some people have had great success when you're dealing with Goldman and Sachs. They even with the Apple Card, with this card also, they are pulling through TransUnion. That's what they're going to use to judge your credit score. So many people will say they will lock their credit profile for TransUnion and they can get this card without a hard inquiry. So you can try that, but I want you guys to just be aware, if you pull the trigger, more than likely it will create a hard inquiry. But that is a hack that people have been using by employing that strategy. Now, what you want to do, I will leave the links to this website in the video description in the pinned comments. You can go here and it's my GM rewards card, and they just dropped this card maybe about 2 weeks ago. So this is a brand new offer. I suggest you guys get in on this because who knows how long this could possibly last. Now they have a limited time offer that you get 10,000 bonus points when you spend $1,000 in that first 3 months, and a 0 introductory purchase APR for the first 9 months, a variable APR of $14.99 to $24.99 thereafter. And there is some great points that you can earn for this card. You can earn 7 points for every dollar spent at GM. You can earn 4 points for every dollar spent anywhere else, and there is 0 annual fees and no caps on rewards earned, and points do not expire. Now, what you will want to do is apply for this GM rewards card. And what it's going to do is take you to this screen here. And on this screen, what it's going to ask you to do is to pick out a credit card design that you would prefer if you accept the card. So we'll just pick up a credit card and select the design. And then it's going to take you to the next part, which is gathering your information. So let's get some information about you. I have already went through this process. So it has my information here, and it kind of gives me an error when I try to move on from this point, but I'm going to talk you through this process. You want to add your total annual income. Now you want to include all income that you have. If your mom getting child support, and you want to understand, you know, credit lines are dictated off of income also. So you want to add all the income that you have coming in, and then it's going to ask you for citizenship. It's going to ask you what country that you're in. And of course, if you're in the United States, choose that. And you're going to have to click this box here, acknowledging the terms and conditions of this agreement. And then you're going to want to hit continue. Now, with the next, because I already applied for this, the next screen that's coming up is not taking me there because I went through this process. But the next screen that you're going to get is a verification screen asking you for your social security number, which will be your full social security number, or your TIN number if you are a person who is not a citizen. So you want to enter in that information and verify that. Once you hit continue from there, it's going to show you basically terms and conditions of the APR, another reminder and breakdown of what the card's interest rates are and how it works. And all of that is judged by your credit worthiness. And you want to hit continue from there. And then you're going to get another pop-up which tells you on your approval. So I'm going to show you what that pop-up will look like. And this is what the pop-up for your credit line limit will look like. And it will break down your APR that you are approved for. And then you would decide from that point whether to accept or deny the offer. Always remember, if you accept that offer, that it will more than likely turn into a hard inquiry pull. I want to remind you guys of that, because a lot of people misunderstand that concept. This is just a pre-approval. But if you try to apply for that, and if you can, try out the hack where people are locking their TransUnion credit report, and many are getting a credit line without the hard inquiry. So let me know in the comment sections how you guys are making out with this and what your pre-approval is. And if you pull the trigger and get the card, please let us know and update us. If you like this kind of content, make sure you hit the notification bell so you can always get notifications when I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one.